Welcome back to Arthritis Now. This week we're excited to bring you an interview with Dr. Granger. When Dr. Granger was a young PhD scientist at the University of California, Irvine, he discovered tumor necrosis factor, the molecule involved in causing inflammation in rheumatoid arthritis and other forms of autoimmune arthritis. This unprecedented discovery led directly to the development of today's biologic drugs. The Arthritis National Research Foundation provided the funding Dr. Granger needed to turn his novel idea into concrete results. And without his work, we wouldn't have the most effective treatments for rheumatoid arthritis today. Dr. Granger gave 40 years to UCI as a professor, researcher, and administrator before his retirement. Join me as we find out a little bit more about his work.
Hi, I'm Gail Granger. I'm a retired professor from UCI. I'm a specialist in your body's immune system, and I'm on the board of directors of the Arthritis National Research Foundation.
What did your initial research focus on?
My initial research was focused on how white cells cause tissue damage, and I was involved in the discovery of some of the mechanisms of how that happens. They secrete soluble molecules, now called tumor necrosis factors and lymphotoxins, and these soluble molecules induce inflammation and tissue damage. And blocking these molecules now has become a very exciting new way to treat patients with arthritis and other autoimmune diseases.
Why do you feel ANRF's mission of funding young scientists is so important?
The Arthritis National Research Foundation's mission of funding young researchers is very, very important. They were the people that funded me in my early days because I had made an observation that went against the traditional belief of scientists at that time. And they were willing to fund a young scientist with new ideas, and that has turned out to be very, very important. That is one of the reasons why I am involved with the ANRF, is that we fund young scientists, bright young people from very good laboratories with very good backgrounds, with terrific new ideas. And these are the people that will make the difference in the coming years.
What was your experience receiving a grant from ANRF?
I was one of the first young people to really be supported by the ANRF, probably almost 40 years ago now. The money came at my stage of life. I had just arrived as a young faculty member at UCI, and it's very hard to get funding as a young beginning faculty member because your research is not at an advanced enough stage to really compete with the more established investigators for funds. So the ANRF money came, and it was wonderful money because it was unencumbered. I could use it wherever I really needed it, for technical help, for supplies, for equipment, and it made a big difference in my ability to move forward.
What is the Arthritis National Research Foundation's reputation in the scientific community?
The reputation of the Arthritis National Research Foundation in the scientific community is really excellent. The scientific community looks at us as one of the fine, small groups that fund very, very bright and capable people.
Who are the members of ANRF's Scientific Advisory Board?
They come from various universities, and they each have their own special knowledge. They're very senior people who have made important contributions to our understanding of these diseases. They are selected for their experience, their contributions, and their ability to help evaluate the young people that apply to us for grants.
Why should potential donors support ANRF?
If you wish to see new results that result in cures and in understanding the mechanisms of how and why these terrible diseases that affect us, how they get started, how they cause their damage, and how we can stop them. You need to support the young people, because this is where the answers will come. They will come from these bright new people with the brand new ideas, out of the box. At that stage of life, you're the most creative in your entire career. But the majority of our dollars come from individual donors, and those dollars are used wisely, they're invested wisely, and as you know, we spend 91 cents out of every dollar we're given goes to research. So we don't get federal grants to support our effort. And second of all, the people we support are at such an early stage that they can't get federal grants. The minute they really start to get federal grants, then we move our support to the next group of young people.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay tuned at curearthritis.org as we bring you an even more in-depth interview with Dr. Granger in the future. We'll see you then.